Hello, Gabby Turner here, and welcome to this pick a card reading. This is a viewer requested topic, and the question is, will they reach out? And also, like, secondarily, like, if they're not reaching out, why? But the primary question, will they reach out? And we have three options here. Option number one is represented by Krishna. Option number two is Cernunnos. And option number three is Isis. So the timestamps are going to be down below, listed with these names. Option 1, Krishna. Option 2, Cernunnos. And option 3, Isis. So go ahead and get in touch with your intuition to see which reading or readings are calling out to you. Use those timestamps, and I'll see you at your reading. Okay, option 1, folks, you chose Krishna. So let's go ahead and get into your reading. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. So just a little bit of a reminder from Krishna that regardless of what this person is doing or not, you are loved unconditionally. So I do feel like there is love from this person to you. When I split the deck, though, I do get the 8 of Cups at the bottom, and then the 8 of Swords where the deck was cut, the 8 of Swords. So I don't know, the number 8 does correspond to me, at least, with the Strength card, and the Strength card is about being in touch with our heart. There is a strong, like, heart-centered love, I do feel, between the both of you, but it's almost like your hearts are kind of torn up right now at the moment as well. And I think that's something that you're both experiencing. It's like things are changing. Things are changing, and it's making both of you, I think, feel a bit uncertain about those changes. What does it mean for us that things are changing? Yeah, it's like, I definitely feel like both of you see the potential that you might be in the process or about to go your separate ways with this Page of Wands. And it's almost like there's a tinge, again, for both of you of thinking like, maybe that's actually better for us. Maybe I'll be happier, and maybe they will even be happier. We have the Ace of Wands. Like, I think both of you are kind of like seeing the opportunity of like, well, it might just be like better if we move on from each other. Okay, so, but the question at hand is like, are they going to reach out to you? So let me just do a yes or no spread. So I see their energy is the King of Cups reversed. The mutual energy is the 7 of Pentacles. I don't think anyone's trying to make any sudden moves in any way, either of you. You're both kind of like taking it moment by moment with this 7 of Pentacles. And then your energy is the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So again, this person has a lot of unexpressed feelings and emotions towards you. We'll get into that, but like, to answer, first of all, we'll answer the question at hand. Are they going to reach out? I feel like it's a no, because most of the cards here are reversed. But as I said, there's more to the story. I think both of you right now are in the mindset of like, thinking about what's possible in a kind of optimistic way, you know, like not thinking like, well, my life is ruined if we're actually going our separate ways. That doesn't mean that my life is ruined. I think both of you do feel a sense of gratitude for what has been. I think you both sense gratitude and appreciation for each other about the positive impact that you've had on each other's life. I think you would both see it that way. This person has had a positive impact on my life. Both of you feel that way. But I kind of feel like, okay, so on your end with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, yeah, clarifying it with the World card, it's almost like there's a feeling of like, we have been going through it. We've been going round and around here, the good cycles and the bad cycles, the good cycles and the bad cycles. I feel like you're almost ready to cast that off and just like get into a period where things feel good for a more consistent length of time. Because things have been very up and down between the two of you. And let's get into this person's emotions, because with the King of Cups, they have a lot of unexplored, unexpressed emotions towards you. And I'm just curious what that is, like what's going on with them emotionally. Generally, when we see the King of Cups reversed, or the Queen of Cups, or any of the Cups cards reversed, really, someone's struggling with their emotions as well. The emotions are there, but it's like it's a struggle figuring them out. There could be some emotional dysregulation, if you will. Okay, so I'm asking what's going on with this person's emotions. Like, they view you as a very loving person. They're viewing you as the Queen of Cups. Their energy is coming through as the Two of Wands. The shared energy, again, is that Eight of Cups. So what are their unexpressed emotions? They still feel attracted to you, like they still see so much potential with you, and they know that you love them. But I think they feel like maybe you are the one who is more keen on moving on. And you're trying to do it in a loving way. This is what they're viewing. They're like, okay, group one is ready to move on from me. They don't want to hurt my feelings in the process, so that's good. But they're like, I think I said before that it was mutual, that maybe both of you could see the potential. You know, they are trying to see both potentials. The Two of Wands does tell us that in and of itself, but it's also a card of like attraction and chemistry. And the way these cards are like lined up, like this, you know, the person on the card representing them is focused towards you, but you're focused away from them. So this is how they're viewing it. Like, they feel that they are the more interested party and the one that is more interested in the path of continuing with you to be the path that you both take, right? Like, they're like, okay, we might end up taking the other path and like going our separate ways, and I'll try to make the most of it if that's what happens. But they are more interested in continuing down a path together with you, because they have this attraction and desire for you. Yeah, okay, so this is interesting. We have them represented by another two card. Here it's the Two of Pentacles. The mutual energy is the Four of Swords, and they're seeing you as, or you are actually the represented by the Hanged Man card. I don't know, it's like I feel like you have, it's not like you both aren't considering this very deeply and realistically. I think that you both are. But again, they're the ones who seem to feel the potential future together more strongly. But I feel like maybe it's harder for you to see an actual future, and I think that's part of the blockage. It's not that you don't care about this person. I do feel like you are trying to be very considerate of their feelings as well as to be considerate of your own feelings, but it's like you're not seeing that future with them. You know, like, I feel like you would want there to be a future if it were possible, but it's hard for you to see that as realistic in a sense. And to be honest, I feel like the reason why you are having trouble viewing that as realistic, it makes sense because their clarifying card is the Three of Cups. They might already actually be involved with someone else. And so it's like they're wanting to build a future with you, or like, you know, build castles in the air about a future with you. But like, if they're already like with someone else, like, of course it's going to be difficult for you. You know, the shared energy is still one of peacefulness. The Four of Swords. This isn't a situation where both of you are like really upset with each other. It's like you both can accept whatever the outcome is. Nobody is all like worked up and like hating the other person or feeling resentful. It's like there's a mutual love, a mutual appreciation and respect and all that. They tend to be more interested in continuing to have a future with you. But it feels like there's something else going on in their lives. Like maybe they're already in a relationship with someone else, or like they're dating multiple people and you're just like, that's just not what my preference is, right? Like you can have a preference for like distinctive monogamy, and that's okay. And like, yeah, but I feel like, you know, they kind of, again, they're just coming through as like, with this Nine of Wands, it's like they kind of expected maybe you would choose to go your own way. They're seeing you as the Hermit card. They're feeling like you're choosing your own happiness, and that for you, choosing your own happiness means that. I think this person is trying to figure out what makes them happy. I think if they are involved with someone else, they may have a child or something with this Page of Cups that keeps them attached to this person, but like I feel like they would rather be with you. Like that's just how they're feeling. And so it kind of makes sense also that these are unexpressed emotions, because I don't know, like if this person's involved with someone else and like they actually want to be with you, like it's a complicated situation. But yeah, I do feel like this person has very sweet feelings for you. I would say that they are in love with you, or they have love. Like they feel a very sweet and tender love for you. They are still building castles in the air. You know, like they're still very much seeing the potential. We have the Three of Wands and the Lovers card. They're really hoping the two of you get together. Okay. But I don't see them reaching out and expressing this. It's like they're in a kind of a naive, optimistic thing, because like, how are they going to pull it off, you know? Like, anything else to know about the situation with this person that would be helpful for group 1? I feel like I may have called you all group 3 at some point. I don't know. Sometimes I'm recording pick a card videos back to back, and so if so, I may have just read for group 3 in the previous video, but just, you know who you are. This is group Krishna. But anyways, yeah, I feel like your spirit guides are saying like, listen, you got to do what's best for you. Like, so if you feel like you need to like roll the dice and like see what else is out there because this person is otherwise occupied, then that's really the best. Choose yourself, choose your own best options here. And anyway, your spirit guides are kind of confirming that that would be better for you. And not to feel bad about it either. All right, group 1. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. All right, group 2, you chose Cernunnos. So let's go ahead and get into your reading. I'm coming in hot on this one. I'm getting a lot, even before I hit record on this. But I feel like this person is wanting to offer you an olive branch, because there's a lot of mutual respect. I'm seeing them as the Emperor, and they're seeing you as the Strength. Like, they have a lot of respect for you. Like, if this is if you're a woman watching, they're like, you are a strong, confident, wonderful, beautiful woman. They just have so much respect for you, really. They're like, if I could be on your level, group 2, like, I would be so impressed with myself. Like, they want to feel that they are on your level. Like, they respect themselves as well. They're the Emperor. But they're like, I hope you see me as being on your level. Like, I feel like we're on the level, you know? This is their energy towards you. Like, and I think that the reason why this olive branch is coming through, because I get this Tower card and the Four of Cups, they're feeling kind of bad and like remorseful, because I feel like maybe there was an unintentional slight. Like maybe they said something that they're afraid that you have taken as a slight, and they're like, I did not want to disrespect you. I don't want to be disrespectful to you. Maybe you both feel this way. It's like there was an unintentional disrespect to each other that was shown. So that's what I'm getting initially. They do kind of want to offer an olive branch in some way, but will they reach out directly? Will they reach out directly? Let's ask that question. I'm getting a no. You know, like so often it is like this, isn't it? But you know, this is a prediction, and predictions are just like predicting the weather, you know, like things can change. They get their energy as the 10 of Wands. Like they really are like sitting in this like regret and remorse. Like they would love to be able to figure out a way to communicate this to you. But again, it feels mutual. You're the 7 of Pentacles reversed. Like both of you feel like you're like stressed out. Like, oh my God, I spoke out of turn, or like maybe I spoke in anger at some point to this other person, and like, man, but I actually respect them, and like I want us to be on good terms. Like, so I would say like the biggest takeaway from this reading, you know, is at least understand that both of you feel that way. Like both of you are, like would love to clear the air and like help the other person know, like, I respect you. Like it's not like it seemed, or like we had some sort of miscommunication, or like maybe we popped off at each other, but now we're like, oh, I wish that hadn't happened, you know. Anything else to know here about this? I just feel like both of you, I mean, it's just like a reiteration of what we've both said. Like, I don't know, like in some way it's like maybe both of you feels almost like it would make the situation worse to say I'm sorry, because it's like opening that can of worms back up again. Like I think you both are trying to make the best decision, the best and most respectful decision for each other going forward, because you're like, well, I messed it up in the past, like made it seem like I didn't respect the other person, but like now I do want to respect them, and maybe that just means like allowing us to hold our boundaries and like not get back into it, and like maybe we would accidentally make it messy again if we did try to apologize. So, but yeah, I mean, again, look at these, like both of you are like kind of, you're very sad, you're very remorseful. What's the guidance for group 2 here? I feel like your spirit guides are saying like, listen, lesson learned. Wouldn't you want them to have that same takeaway? Like you don't want them to sit around feeling like guilty or like ashamed, or like, you know, right? Like you both want the best for each other. You both respect each other. So it's like lesson learned, right? Lesson learned. You can do better next time. Understand that there is love between the two of you. You both appreciate and respect each other, and just let it be that, and let yourself off the hook, right? You learned your lesson. You're going to be more careful with your words, your actions, etc. They're going to be doing the same. So you both can kind of like, you both have to forgive yourselves, really. I think you have both forgiven each other. That's definitely already happened, but like you got to forgive yourselves as individuals. So that's the advice from your spirit guides. So I hope that helps group 2. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye. All right, group number 3, you chose Goddess Isis. Let's go ahead and see what's going on for you. I just want to read the card. It says, magic manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. I'm getting, you know, sometimes I just get an energy before I really even get into the reading. And what I feel like is that this person might be someone you've had some bad blood with, or like a previous hater, or you just didn't like each other or something. But it's like almost now like they're on your side in some way. And because they've seen how some other person has treated you, and they're like, wow, I wouldn't treat you like that person did. It's like, we may not have gotten along in the past, but like I see how so-and-so is treating you, and like that is not cool. I would never do that to you. Like, didn't like you before, might like you a little bit better now, but like, so for a lot of you, this may be like more of a platonic thing. It could be someone you've had romantic feelings for as well, that you've also just had bad blood with. But like, In any case, they're seeing how someone else has treated you, or they're learning about someone else's bad behavior for you, and they're like, wow, you really had to put up with some shit from this other person, and like, that wasn't cool. Like, you know, just because I haven't always agreed with you doesn't mean that I feel like what that other person did to you was acceptable, because it was not. Yeah, interesting. It's almost like this person wants to speak out about it as well. I know the question at hand is like, are they going to reach out to you? But, you know, the message comes through that needs to come through. But we have the Ten of Cups, the Ace of Wands, the Tower card. I feel like this, it's almost more like this person wants to speak up about the issue. They're like, okay, I have become aware of somebody doing group 3 wrong, and I want to talk about it because it was not okay. It was not okay. Like, this person is kind of heated. It's like maybe it's more like they want to approach this other person, or just like bring it up somehow and like air it out and be like, this asshole who did group 3 wrong, like, that's unacceptable, and we're going to air that person's dirty laundry because they should not have acted that way. You know, they are heated. We have the Ace of Wands and the Tower card, and it's like they're feeling the love for you in a way. Yeah, it's like they have like mad respect for you with this Temperance card. They're like, damn, you deserve better than that. It's like, this is just how they're honestly thinking and feeling. I feel like it really triggered something in them. We have the Temperance card, which I already mentioned. We also have the Three of Swords. Like, it hurt them. It hurt their feelings too to find out that this had happened. And then we have this Four of Cups. You know, it's almost like it hurt, and then there was this sort of numbness, and they're like, ooh, the only way I can get rid of this numbness is just like to speak out, or to say something, or like to let this other person know, like, that was cruel, that was wrong, that was hurtful. It really triggered something in them. I don't know if they have experienced something similar before, and that's why they're like, wow, I'm on team group 3 at this person. Yeah, I don't know if anyone here is like a witch or something. It's almost like they're like, I want to hex that person for what they did to group 3, something like that. But okay, but the question at hand is, are they going to reach out to you? Are they going to reach out to you? Well, we do have most of the cards upright, which indicates yes. Although, like, my disclaimer with predictions is, it's kind of like predicting the weather. You know, like, predictions can be wrong, just like predicting the weather, psychic predictions as well. But just reading the energy currently, we have the Knight of Swords, the Page of Cups, both upright. So most cards are upright. And then we have the Two of Swords reversed. Yeah, I feel like they are, you know, it's like they're walking this thin line, or they're walking this tightrope, because it's like, they're like, okay, I know we're not best friends or anything, like, considering our own past with each other. So it's like they're going to communicate something in a way that, you know, isn't like inauthentic. They're like, it would be totally inauthentic if I came in acting like, you know, we had always been like best friends or something, because clearly we haven't always had peace ourselves. But it's still like, I need to let you know that, like, when it comes to this situation, I'm on your side, because, you know, like, and in terms, I think they're going to express something also, like, to let the other person know, like, boundaries. You need to understand boundaries, you know, with this Knight of Swords. Yeah, and we have the Knight of Wands. This person does have like a lot to say, but they're trying to be thoughtful and respectful to you about how they do that, because they're like, yeah, I want to expose this other person for their dirty laundry and what they did wrong to group 3. Maybe they know about other dirty laundry of this person as well, but they're like, Sometimes when you bring out someone's dirty laundry who was a wrongdoer, it also is uncomfortable for the person who was wronged. So they're trying to balance that out as well. Like, yeah, I want to air this other person's dirty laundry and expose them, or like call them out for how they were rude or mean or maybe even abusive to group 3. But I don't want to do it in a way that makes group 3 uncomfortable. And I also don't want to seem like disingenuous or whatever, because quite obviously we haven't always gotten along, but like they do have respect. Like they respect you as a person. I think even when maybe the two of you were disagreeing before, or with your own bad blood that you had, like they still saw you with respect, right? Like they see you as a contender, right? They do see you as a quote-unquote good person. With this Queen of Cups, they see themselves as a good person. Sometimes two people can both be good people, and yet it's like, you know, we don't always agree or whatever. Like we don't always get along. Maybe we have personality conflicts or something like that. But so anyway, that's what I'm getting. Is there anything else for group 3 to know about this situation? Yeah, I think you're just going to see some karma unfold for this third person that we mentioned who wronged you in such a way that your previous hater even is on board with you. It's not, I don't think that you even necessarily like needed or wanted that karma. Like I think you've been able to kind of find your own closure, or you're in the process of finding your own closure with it. But it's just a heads up. I do see some karma coming up. Yeah, the karma is getting balanced. Like you're gonna see this person who hurt you really being confronted with what they have done in such a way that forces them to change. So I hope that that reading all makes sense, because I know sometimes when we have multiple people coming through in the reading, it can get confusing. But let me know in the comments. Did it come through loud and clear? Did you understand what I was putting down there? So anyway, also information on personal readings is in the description box. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye-bye.